Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com, dwyervip.com. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. You know, I really like Paulie Malignaggi over Gabriel Bracero. The pick I like in this fight is Malignaggi to win. I feel that people are getting too carried away with the video of Bracero's KO over O'Connor in his last fight. What I want people to do is look at that video. I've put it in my favorites folder here online. Right, you're going to see a great right hand by Gabriel Bracero. He blows out the hometown fighter in the first round. It's impressive. Until you realize that Bracero has a KO percentage under 20%. Folks, there isn't a big puncher in this fight. Knockouts cause amnesia, but we really can't forget the majority of Gabriel Bracero's career. Right? He's not a knockout puncher. Let me also point out that Paulie Malignaggi has one of the best jabs in the sport of boxing. Right? Part of being a good jabber is knowing how not to get hit with right counters after you throw the jab. Malignaggi is not going to be lazy with his left jab when he throws it. He's going to know when to throw it. He's going to know how to block whatever is coming back. Let me point out, too, I know Malignaggi has some losses. Understand those losses are to world-class fighters, right? His last 3 losses were to Adrian Broner, went the distance, split decision, right? Sean Porter and Danny Garcia, right? You can't judge a guy against opposition like this, which isn't on the Sean Porter, Danny Garcia level, by losses that the guy has had to top flight competition, right? Malignaggi clearly has the better resume than Bracero. Don't be fooled by the wins and losses. I know Malignaggi has 7 losses. That's because Malignaggi insists on fighting world-class fighters like the guys I just named and others, right? People like Miguel Cotto. People like Amir Khan, right? Let's just say that Paulie has fought elite fighters. Gabriel Bracero really has not. When he fought Felix Diaz, he got dropped. He got off the canvas. He went the distance, but understand, he lost that fight widely on the scorecards. So, I believe casual fans are looking at this as a guy 24-2 against Paulie Malignaggi, who's had 3 losses in, let's say, his last 7 fights or 8 fights. I think that's a mistake. I think this pricing is off. I think the casino really is undervaluing Paulie Malignaggi here. I expect Malignaggi in a fight where neither guy has a big punch, where both guys are going to be at home in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. I expect Malignaggi to be prepared. I expect him to come out and to look good. He's not fighting a Broner. He's not fighting a Porter. He's not fighting a Garcia. Right? This guy doesn't have the power of those guys. You take away the element of risks in a Paulie Malignaggi fight. You allow Malignaggi to fight without fear of being knocked out. I don't care what the O'Connor film tells us. Right? We know better. We don't have amnesia on Bracero's career. You give Paulie Malignaggi a chance to fight against a guy with only 5 career KOs. And I'm going to go with Malignaggi more times than not. I like Paulie Malignaggi here. I think he's undervalued. I actually think, in terms of the odds, taking Malignaggi is one of the better bets you can make this weekend. Right? Let's just say I don't consider Bracero to be as dangerous as I consider Thomas Williams to be against Adonis Stevenson. I'm taking Stevenson in that fight, but let's just say Stevenson needs to be awake at the wheel. Here, Paulie Malignaggi can come out, can have an off rad, can get hit with some shots, and then he'll go back to his corner, and his corner will tell him, hey man, dude, pick it up, and he'll say, you know what, that's right, I need to do better than that, then come out the next round. That's very different than facing a heavy-handed guy who, if you doze off a little bit, take your hands off the wheel, get distracted, could be counted out. So I like Malignaggi here. Let me just say, though, this fight's at welter. Malignaggi's plans to drain himself in his mid-30s. By the way, both of these guys are in their mid-30s. To drain himself, to go down to lightweight at this stage of his career, I just encourage him to look at what happened to former heavyweight champion Chris Bird. Right? When you're in your 30s and you try to lose weight, to drop a couple of weight classes, good luck with that. Let me say this too. Malignaggi's talking about dropping a couple of weight classes because we know at 140 you're looking at guys like Terrence Crawford and Victor Postal. Right? I don't like the weight loss thing. If I'm Malignaggi, I stay at 147. I get the feeling a lot's going to be happening at 147 in the coming months. We've already seen Kell Brook move up to 160. Win, lose, or draw, I get the feeling Brook's going to have a very hard time losing the weight to get back down to 147. Right? So there's going to be some, let's say, change at 147. If I'm Malignaggi, right, I don't try to drain my 35-year-old body into a lighter weight class. Anyway, I'm picking Malignaggi here. That's how I see the fight. No hedge. Malignaggi straight up to win. That's how I see it. Let me hear from you. If you believe Gabriel Bracero has a chance, if you feel that he, has more power now than he did earlier in his career, if you feel that at 35 he's prepared now to step up the level of his game against better and better competition, right, then I hope you leave those comments in the comment section to this video. Thanks for stopping by.